What is going on, everybody? This is Jackson from JD Sports Zone, and today I'm back on my banana ball wave, no pun intended, but I'm here with the assistant coach of the Loco Beach Coconuts, Mr. Anthony Marks. Coach Marks, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this. And how's your day going, and how's tour?
It is going great, man. It's fabulous. We're back home in Savannah this week, so a big weekend ahead against the Bananas, but also kind of a reset for us where we have been traveling left and right. It almost seems nonstop, but man, it is such a blessing, and I appreciate you having me on. And I said the wave, man, beach to you, man. That's kind of our thing right there. So I had to might throw a couple of those in there today.
I'm excited to have you on. I've had Coach Crocco on, majority of the Local Beach Coconuts on, and I'm glad to get another coach on, heading into building year one. But I want to ask before your journey to Banana Ball. You coached at Gardner Webb, Barton College, Chipola. You played at Coastal Carolina and a little bit in the Giants organization. What kind of led you to Banana Ball throughout the large experience in Pro Bowl?
Man, a lot of things that led me down this path are connections that I made with other people, and the relationships that I have in the baseball world. And I try to explain that to people and to kids kind of getting recruited now. Where when I went to Coastal, it was a guy that I was playing for, played for Coach Gilmore. So a relationship with one of my coaches who knew that coach got me to Coastal. And then when I was getting out of Pro Ball, a relationship that I made with Coach Chester, Jim Chester, who recruited me out of high school. We had a good rapport. He gave me my first coaching job. He's still my mentor. I actually just got off the phone with him a little bit before this. Then at Barton, and then he brought me along at Gardner Webb. And now Banana Ball with Coach Crocco. I met Coach Crocco when I was playing at Coastal when he was a Presbyterian, and then when he was at Erskine, we were in the same area recruiting guys, showcases. We'd see each other all the time, and again, we had a good rapport and a good relationship. And he called me out of the blue one day, and it was funny. I wonder what Coach Crocco wants. And he called me, and he's like, "There's a new team at Banana Ball. I'm going to be the head honcho," and he's like, "I want you to be my assistant." And I couldn't have said yes fast enough, and I was texting him. And again, the job process. Sometimes they got to take their lengths and everything. And I was like, man, I really was just hoping I was getting this job because it's a perfect for me. It's a perfect fit where it's a good balance of, man, and it's still competitive baseball. But at the end of the day, something that brings joy to my heart is seeing these kids, seeing these fans have so much fun, and just bringing fun back to baseball is something that I've always wanted to do. And it's kind of my personality. So how I got in it was relationships, and it's the perfect fit for me and how I grew up.
I'm so glad you said that because everything in the sports world is how you build these connections, shake these hands, meet these people. And Coach Crocco told me that you met him on a Friday night at PC. So he
Yeah.
texted me that when I was asking him, "Do you want any fun questions for me to throw in to Coach Mark?" So it's great to hear all the connections that you built up to Banana Ball. And I had Eric Osberg on. He was one of my very
Okay.
first guests I've ever had on, and he told me, pro ball just wasn't as fulfilling anymore. And you go to Banana Ball and it's fun. It's fans first entertainment and it's so exciting. And I'm glad that, you're having fun as well from the coaching side. Now I want to ask you about building year one in Loco Beach, the
Okay.
mentality, everything you install in these players and, provide out to the fans. What was your mentality going into Banana Ball, obviously outside of pro ball, heading into an entertainment baseball aspect side of things?
So I guess really my biggest goal was to make sure we get these core covenants of Banana Ball fans first entertainment and really what it is and put those at the forefront, right? Because I tell people when I was playing, and now at Coastal when we went to Omaha and then in Pro Bowl, like not that you forget about the fans, but you're so locked in on competing and it's a one-on-one war, you and the pitcher versus hitter, like you're so locked in on that and the scouting reports and everything that it kind of you almost are a walking zombie where you're just walking down the warning track and you don't even see the fans. You don't even hear them. Not that you're trying to be rude. It's just you're so locked in and trying to find the good balance of like, all right, this is going to be my first year doing this. How can I make sure these guys keep a competitive edge, right? Without losing sight of what we're trying to do here and what Banana Ball and what Fans First Entertainment has built in the legs that they stand on and why they keep continuing to grow. Where all right, we're going to compete out here. We're trying to win, But at the end of the day, we're trying to make sure that how many ever X amount of fans are in this stadium tonight, right? That they had fun, right? That they felt seen, that they felt heard, and they enjoyed themselves. Where that's trying to put that at the forefront of, like I said, in balance to competitiveness. So um, it was me trying. I guess that was the best strategy, trying to find a way to keep an edge while not losing sight of what what this is built on, what this is built on and around.
It's great to hear the counterbalance of, keeping the competitive spirit, but also making it fun and edgy and, getting to travel to these different stadiums and provide for the fans, but not also just provide for the fans, provide for the baseball players around you. And I feel like you're a perfect fit for Loco Beach. I had Coach Krakow on before the season, and he was talking about, yeah, Coach Marks is going to be great. Coach Morales is going to be great. The great mentality for Loco Beach. And personally, my favorite team in Banana Ball. Don't tell any of the other players that I've had on from other teams.
Your secret's
Yeah,
safe with me. Yeah, there you
I'm
go. Yeah,
I'm going to be completely quiet about that, but I do want
yeah.
to ask you some fun questions relating to Banana Ball,
Okay.
because you've got an opportunity to travel to amazing stadiums like Petco Park, Disney, for example. What is the best stadium in your opinion that you've traveled to so far this season, and what's one you're looking forward to for the rest?
Oh man, so I kind of got three. I got three right now that are they're coming to the top of my head, and the first one I'm biased, man. I played at Coastal, all the memories, just it feels like home to me. So when we played back at Coastal Carolina University, like that one just meant more to me. Now again, it's not Petco Park, but in my heart, it is. That place means so much. And my head coach is retired, so he was able to make it with his son and his grandson. And I had a handful of teammates, and those teammates brought their kids. Which again, we're getting old now, so they all got kids, and just to see the smiles on again my teammates kids faces and how much fun they're having and calling me Uncle Tony, Uncle Marks, and that joy, man, that one is special to me. It hits home. I think the best stadium, best surface, Petco Park, San Diego. I mean, we stay right there in center field. You could just eating breakfast looking out over it, and got on the field. I was telling my little brother, it was almost like you didn't want to step on the grass wrong or even like do baseball stuff and spit. You're so respectful of the surface. It was so nice. And then my sleeper one, I got a sleeper one. So this is the last one. Amarillo, Texas was a lot of fun. Playing those tailgaters, man. Something about playing the tailgaters in Texas. That just kind of gets the juices flowing. But Amarillo, Texas, is going to now hold another special place in my heart. Great surface, great people around there. So those were my top three. And I
I'm
guess
so,
what I'm looking forward to is we only play in one football stadium. I'm a Steelers guy, so I hate saying this, but Gillette Stadium and the New England Patriots is going to be pretty special. And obviously, Coach Morales is Andy's my roommate, so he's from that area, so it'll kind of be cool for him to go home, and I'm excited to meet all his people. But again, as a Steelers guy, I'm not. I wish it was. I still call it Heinz Field, but I'm excited for that football stadium later in the season.
I'm excited to see you guys play at Gillette Stadium. Personally, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so I'm
Oh
very
man,
thankful
okay.
for that Super Bowl 52. At least I'm not a Cowboys fan or a Patriots
Yeah,
fan,
yeah.
so
Well,
you
what's all
can.
right? We you took down the Patriots, so I'm my aunt and uncle live in Philly, so there's a special place there. And again, we got Victorino, and I was a Phillies guy too, so yeah, so
Yeah,
I got
I'm, I'm
elevated too.
I'm glad you get to have connections with Shane Victorino as well, bringing him as a primetime coach. And I'm excited for everything that Banana Ball has in store for the rest of the season and, heading into the future as well. And I'm so glad you brought up Coastal Carolina. I've interviewed a former Coastal Carolina alum, Taylor Motter, had him on a couple
Okay.
weeks ago. But I want to ask you about, your personal experience walking out on that field, for last time with Banana Ball, having your own walkout. Banana Ball. Was that a surprise or was that planned or did you know about it or
Um, so Crocco's been telling me, well, so first in the selection show, I kind of had a feeling I was going to get the hitting coach job for the Coconuts. And so I was watching the selection show and I wasn't official yet, but watching it, like they had Myrtle Beach and Coastal Carolina. And I'm like, I thought someone was messing with me. So the juices started going and Crocco's been saying since the jump, like, we're going to get you an AV. We're going to get you an AV. And I knew he wasn't joking. I knew he was serious. but I kind of downplayed it, like, we'll see. I don't know. Or thought that I would be ready, but again, I'm getting old now, so that at bat didn't go how I planned it or how I envisioned it. I probably could have done a little bit more training or got some swings in with these guys. But I did know it was coming. It was still when it happens, like even if you know it's coming, you can't. I mean, you can't even try and put into words or recreate it or understand what you think it's going to feel like until you're in that moment. And then the other thing, I mean, these banana ball fans come from all over, so it was kind of almost like, is the spark going to be there? Because not everybody at the stadium is a Coastal fan. You know, some people are there because that's the lottery they won. And it was still a really nice pop, a good ovation, and again, a memory that I'll have forever. I wish it's the running joke now with these guys is so I stepped out of the box. So I struck out twice in one AB. So I'm the only person in banana ball to have two strikeouts, one at bat. So I wish it went a little different, but man, it was unforgettable. Something I'll hold close to my heart for a long time.
And that's absolutely awesome, getting back to your old stomping grounds in coastal Carolina and, playing out there for, an SBC team and getting back in banana ball into that space. And that honestly, you talk about big moments. This relates to my next question. You guys won on an F9 sack fly that Marks baited from the right fielder to throw to home. What was that moment like for you? Shout out Coach Crocco for that question.
For that one.
Yeah.
That was kind of man, just me being me, trying to create plays. I was, and everyone could see it. I wasn't the biggest, strongest. I might have been one of the faster guys. I wasn't the fastest, but I was up there. But man, I played with my emotions on my sleeves. I was a grinder, and I wanted to create action. And Croco tells about that story all the time, where I kind of baiting him off third base a little bit, trying to get a little cat and mouse game going. And he's again, as soon as I can tell they take their foot off the gas a little bit, that's kind of when I push it a little bit more. And good plays happen for unfortunately for Coastal and not for Coach Crocco. I feel bad, but Coach knows I love him, and that's what it said. It's funny you brought him up, but whenever we met Friday night at Presbyterian, he called me off to the side. We were doing batting practice, and he started gassing me up, and I'm like, man, the other team's coach is gassing me up. Like, he's got me fired up to run through a wall, and we're about to play them. So that's why he holds a special place in my heart too, because he was gassing me up. He was getting my juices going. He's Crocco's like me, man. He gives that energy, and he gets people going, gets the juices rolling. And I was like, man, we're playing them, and he's got me ready to try and smack those guys. So it's kind of a funny story on my end too.
It's still really cool to hear that, you played against him and now you're working with him in Loco Beach again, with Coach Morales, with Coach Victorino and everything. It's just a full circle moment every time I have a banana ball interviewee on. And, I've truly, enjoyed your talks from the coconut side. Now I have a really fun question to ask you because
Okay.
you have coaches around you like Coach Morales, and as I said,
Yeah.
and you also have a great roster of players. If you could choose four people from the Loco Beach organization to go on a beach trip with you, who are you choosing and why?
On a beach trip. Okay. Well, I got to take Andy, and he's my roommate. Me and Andy we're close. We're getting close. That's my boy. So me and Andy are definitely rolling. So I got three left. Um, I'm man, it's tough. This is a tough question, and I'm gonna make some people mad probably. Because I love them all, man. We got really close over this short time here. I think I know it though, man. If we're going for the best time out there on the beach, we're gonna go Tanner Allen.
Mm.
TA's my guy. He just brings a spark to the room. That it's tough to duplicate. Joe Filomeno, you just got to have Meatball around, man. There's just something about Meatball. He's the life of the party. You need Meatball there. In the third one, my wild card. We've gotten closer and closer as the season has gone on. But Big Dane, Toflin, we've gotten really close. I enjoy my time with him. I enjoy his work ethic. So he might. I think all five of us will have a good time at a beach team. Now, again, there's a lot of good ones I left off, and they're going to be mad at me. Like Bowler's right there. So I hope at least I said his name so he doesn't get too mad at me. But those would be my four.
I feel like it's a great selection of players and, a coach with your roommate. Now, I do want to
Yeah.
ask a follow-up question to this. This isn't listed down, but where for a beach trip?
Where? Okay, where? Um, Now again, I mean, I went to school at Coastal, so the Myrtle Beach is out. Charleston, when we played, I really like Charleston. So Charleston, but I feel like if we're gonna do it, we got to with those guys, maybe like a Panama City, maybe like somewhere down in Florida on the Panhandle. So let's go Panama City Beach.
Hey, Loco Beach trip to Panama City Beach. I would
I mean, it don't sound bad,
100%.
right? I think we might have to get a game down there sometime. That don't sound bad. Sounds like a
Well,
home game for the boys.
yeah, I mean, I would definitely love to see that, and a beach stadium would be really cool, like a
Yes,
fully sand beach stadium. I think that would be absolutely awesome.
would
Now I
be
have
sweet,
one,
right?
yeah, now I have one more final fun question before I get to the
Okay,
question I ask every single Banana Ball
okay.
organization member. When you're looking at the best moments so far from the season, funniest moments, because that's one of the biggest things about Banana Ball. It's entertaining, it's funny. Do you have a funny moment from any of the players or interactions or fan interactions throughout the season that
Funny.
just sticks out to you?
Um, Funny. Ah, man, there's honestly so many good ones. I feel like when we go on the road, like I don't stop laughing with these guys. There is there's an inside joke funny that me and TA will like this one. And Gideon, so Gideon's had some stuff where early in the season, man, he was cramping a bunch and just kind of how he got his body right. Where again, it's a different game, man. It's fast paced. It's starting to get hot. You're moving a lot more than you would in regular baseball, and he was cramping up a little bit, and then TA started cramping, and Gideon asked him like what his carb intake was, and was asking him some questions like that, and said it's an inside joke why it's funny, but I came back with a pretty good rebuttal for Tanner. I was like, he eats Reese's Pieces, and he don't know what his carb.
Mhm.
So that one was kind of funny because TA liked that. But man, with these guys, just I feel like I don't stop laughing. Hopefully at the end of this I'll have a six pack from laughing so much, but I'm far away from that.
Yeah. I mean, I hope I do too.
Yeah,
Now that
right.
I'm officially out of college and I don't have to worry about, they call it the freshman 15. I
The
did the
freshman
senior,
15.
the senior 70 for me, man. Like it's just it
Hey,
was bad.
I love my sweets, my ice cream and cookies and chocolate a little bit too much. So
Mhm.
hopefully the laughing is helping. But yeah, man, there's honestly so many good moments, but that's an inside joke one. So I feel
Yeah,
bad.
I
I can't tell
definitely need
everything,
to.
but yeah.
I definitely need to lay off the sweets for sure and get back into Loco Beach Ben Parker shape.
Yeah, me too. That's what I keep saying. I keep saying I'm coming. I'm coming for that in the summer, and I know it's not coming though. But I keep saying the same thing.
Yeah. I have to have that mentality. But Coach Marks,
Yeah.
final question for you. I
Okay,
asked this to every Banana Ball player. Obviously, Banana Ball is prided on the term fans first. What does the term fans first mean to you?
man. Fans first, just making the people that are taking time out of their day to come see us feel seen and heard. Right. That's what it is. These people, they don't they don't need to show up. But they want to. And when they show up, how can we make sure that they feel seen and feel heard? Right. And I think that's a special thing where don't get caught up in so much of the baseball competition side and you never know what someone's going through, right? I mean, people are having bad days all the time, and someone might get a speeding ticket. Someone's family member might be sick, and they're taking 2 hours out of their day for the game, maybe an hour before, hour after for signatures. 4 hours out of their day where we have a chance to actually make an impact and a difference. And that stuff means so much to me. Because again, we've all been there, we've all gone through stuff. I've gone through things, and when you have someone that makes you feel seen and heard, it allows you to kind of take all the other stuff and just put it away for a little bit. And we all need that in our life. And to me, like I said, fans first means being able to make people feel seen and heard when they might not be feeling their best. They might be going through someone that they're not, they might be going through something that they're not telling somebody, but you could tell when we make an impact, you could tell in their eyes, like, okay, they truly are having the time of their life, and no matter what's going on, they forgot about it for just a short amount of time. And sometimes that's all people need. So to me, fans first is making people feel seen, make them feel heard, and make them smile.
I think that's the beauty of the game with Banana Ball, getting the opportunity to interact with the fans during the game, something that Pro Ball doesn't have the luxury really of, and just making their day. That's what it's truly
Yes.
about. And Coach Marks, I think you
Amen.
embody everything that Loco Beach has to provide, and I've truly enjoyed this conversation today. And thank you so much for taking time out of your day mid tour to do this. Truly
Well, I
appreciate
appreciate you, Jackson, man. Again, congratulations on graduating. Keep working hard. I see all your videos, man. I'm blessed to be a part of it, to be on. I appreciate you having me on and taking the time. But keep working, brother, man. Good things are coming for you. Thank you, man.
it. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.